Mishbucka.
It's really funny. I had a deal at ABC years ago, and Eisner wanted to meet with me about doing a variety show. So I take this meeting with Michael Eisner, and he had just come out of the hospital like a day before. He had this massive heart attack. He was out of work for like a year or something. And I spent the whole time just grilling him. And I realized he was the chairman of ABC. And I'm like, how do you feel now? Do you feel different when you went in? What did your chest feel like? Did you know before? And I'm just grilling him question after question to the point where he got pissed off and was, I want to talk about this show. And I thought, this guy hated me from that minute on. He hated me. And I was shocked to just sell him a show. So.
And are you still in bed with Eisner?
Who? No, ABC's not. No, Eisner has his own production company, and, these guys brought a show to me.
I thought you just said you're doing a show with Eisner.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want anything out of him. Tell him I said hi, because he was a good guy.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
So, Bob Morton, 9 Emmy nominations, right?
9 Primetime Emmy nominations.
Did you go every time?
1 Daytime Emmy nomination, which I won.
What show was that?
The Wayne Brady Show.
Oh, my God. That's Wayne Brady, the
Museum of Mediocrity. Ladies and gentlemen.
K.P. Anderson hated Wayne Brady so much that he won the Emmy.
We all had gotten fired.
And he won't, it's hidden.
Oh, is that funny?
If I won an Emmy, I would have it would be my door knocker.
Oh, is that hilarious?
And he won't take the Emmy out because it reminds him of how poorly he was treated by Wayne Brady.
Oh, it was the worst.
But I think also he came from Mohr Sports, where we just smoked dope and laughed and wrote Slayer kneeling over Bud Selig photo covered in blood. And then all of a sudden you got Wayne Brady yelling at you.
You know something? I knew I was in trouble when it was Halloween, when we were doing the Wayne Brady Show, and he comes to me and he goes, I want to recreate Thriller. I go, what do you mean? Because I want to recreate the Michael Jackson Thriller video. I mean, with the ghouls and the dancing and the tombstones and all that shit? Yeah, we'll get fog machines. We'll do tombstones. I know the perfect dancers for it. And we recreated instead of having a monologue that day, he did Michael Jackson doing Thriller. At which point I turned to my associate producer. I'm on the floor. I always work on the floor at a little podium. And I turned to her and I said, this is officially the lowest point in my career.
Why? It's a dance number.
It was Thriller. It was 2004 and we're doing
spooky?
Thriller.
Were you scared?
No, it was horrible. It was just the Museum of Mediocrity. It was the worst. It was horrible.
What was your lowest point when did you know it was over with Mohr Sports?
When I had a fight with you. Remember we had a fight? Remember I walked out?
No.
We had a fight about something, and I walked out.
On the stage?
No, it was in the office. I think it might have even been before we went on the air. And we yelled at each other, and I walked out. And Barry had to call and make the piece, and you came and met me. I remember the restaurant you met me at, Grub. And we had lunch, and we talked about it.
What? I don't know.
I don't remember what it was about. It was that place we used to order in by Hollywood Center Studios.
Oh, yeah.
It was a.
What could you and I have possibly
I don't remember what it was about.
Yeah, but if that's when you knew.
I don't remember what it was about. Hey, I had a fight with Letterman once. We were nose to nose. And I was about to punch him, and he was about to punch me. And
then Paul Schaefer went, come on, guys.
And no, it was in his office.
Louis Anderson?
And I walked out of the show. I walked out.
Wait,
and I stayed out for a day.
I care. You and I can't imagine what you and I would have thought about.
I don't remember what it was. It was over some call, over a guest or something. I don't remember what it was. But it was just, it was just a call over something on a show, a joke,
and
a guest.
And it just escalated into...
And I remember just saying...
Did I press you down?
No, I said, I don't need this. I remember saying, I don't need this, and I left.
Was I having...
Barry will remember. Get Barry on the phone.
Was I having...
Let's take some phone calls.
Was I... Fort Lake. Hello, Fort Lake.
Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Fort Lee, hello. Yes, hello, Larry.
Have you seen Larry King's new show?
No.
Oh, that's great.
Tales from the Crypt?
Oh, it's the best. He looks younger than ever.
I've always liked Larry King.
Who's better than Larry King?
I like when he introduced Motley Crue for a live piece, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, the Motley Crue. The Motley Crue.
Oh, man.
Was I, in your memory, at least, was I having a bad day, or was you having a bad day?
Both. Probably both.
Do you remember John Entz?
I saw him about a week ago. I had lunch with him. He's at Fox. I had lunch with him about a month ago.
John Entz?
A week ago.
John Entz really got me thinking about different ways to do shit, because John Entz used to come up to me and go, Jay Mohr, John Entz. John Entz would literally tell you his name to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like when people go like, hey Morty, this is a message from Morty. And you're like, yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And John Entz would come in my office and go, Jay Mohr, John Entz. And he's like, yeah, we've been together for a couple of years. He goes, listen, the Slayer sketch, as a viewer, why do I think this is funny? And I used to go, because it's funny. And he'd go, I understand that. But as a viewer, why do I think it's funny?
Oh, is that great?
It's brilliant. Because then I had to deconstruct the joke, and I realized if I was just jerking off and having fun with my friends, or if I'm sitting at home on my couch, why does that make me laugh? And I'm like, because Bud Selig's the devil. I just used that as an example. It wasn't that actual sketch. But that was like some other level Jedi mind trick.
But that was always, we were doing a sports show, a comedy show at a sports network. So you had the sports people, you had the comedy people. And the sports people tried to be comedic and, Jay Mohr, John Entz. John Entz.
We're calling Barry Katz now to find out what our fight was about.
See if he remembers it.
Oh my God, I was putting Asher to bed. I couldn't get to the phone in time, man. Like, what's Katz doing that he can't answer the phone?
I know.
Barry, leave me a message after the beep, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Thanks.
Your mother's ass, you motherfucker! Hey, you fucking cocksucker!
Remember when I cut his ponytail off?
No, what?
In the edit room? We were in the edit room?
As a joke, you cut off Barry. I know, but this will be bad podcast if we go, remember that time. But we'll do that off mic. But that was fucking hilarious.
My wife will be so happy.
You literally took the giant, schoolroom scissors and looked around at us like, I'm going to cut his fucking ponytail off. And we're like, yeah, sure. And you just hear that, hey.
Oof, God.
And Barry goes, but we thought he was going to turn around and kill you. And he goes, my wife will be so happy. Like you did him a favor. Like the ultimate politician. That was really great, Morty. I gotta tell you, the other day when you cut my ponytail off, that was good television, man.
Good television. Man, I was listening to Piers Morgan today. What is this guy?
Let's leave it out on that.
I'm saying, he was talking to Donald Trump about the presidential election, and I'm thinking to myself, what's gone wrong with this country? Donald Trump is commenting on Piers Morgan, who's supposedly a newscaster. It was just...
I don't like when there's political shows and they have British people telling us on...
What the fuck do they know?
Yeah, and Bill Maher was like, well, Bill, I think the problem with the two-party system is that there's controversy over and you're like, what the fuck? Go back to your fucking redcoats, you prick.
I know.
That's my summation of...
Go back to your redcoats, you prick.
That's my New Jersey public school education.
Oh, God.
All right, so your kids are well? Everybody's good?
Yeah, everybody's good, thanks.
Your hot wife is good?
She's opening a new restaurant.
What?
Opening on Sunday night.
Well, let's give it a plug.
The Blue Plate Taco on Ocean Avenue in Santa Monica. Be there.
You do know, I think the Blue Taco? Or is it the Blue Waffle?
Blue Plate Taco. Blue Waffle?
Okay, because the Blue Waffle is a horrible, horrible website.
What is it?
It shows advanced stages of syphilis and a vagina.
Oh, Jesus.
So when you said the Blue Taco, I was like, oh no.
Oh, that's our specialty.
If you've gone blind from gonorrhea, we'd like you to come by. So it's the Blue
Plate Taco. Very good Mexican restaurant.
How many other names did you have before you settled on Blue Plate?
Well, she has two other restaurants. She has the Blue Plate, and she has...
The one in Montana?
Yes.
Love Blue Plate.
Yeah, that's her restaurant.
A little pricey.
Well, hey, kids got to eat.
Delicious food.
Thank you. And the Blue Plate Oysterette, which is great.
That's on Ocean?
Ocean Avenue, next to Boa Steakhouse.
I know all your wife's spots.
Yeah, I know. She has hot restaurants. They're great.
Maddie knows
Good places.
Is she ever there, slinging the hash?
Yeah, she's there.
My grits, man.
Yeah, she doesn't sling hash, but she's there counting money.
Yeah.
She's a Jewish girl.
No shiksa.
No shiksa for me.
All right, Morty, thanks for coming.
Anytime,
Right before we
my friend.
started,
I love
Morty
seeing
goes, I'm about to give you the boringest podcast you've ever
Yeah,
had.
this sucked. This is horrible.
Oh, this was great.
Well, thanks. Okay.
We got Dish.
Well, I enjoyed being here.
I love you, buddy.
Any excuse to see you. I love you too, man.
All right.
Always
See ya.
fun.
This has been Mohr Stories. Put your name on it.
Aren't you tired of that Mohr thing?
Another way to support the podcast, you guys, is sign up for the premium account. Primo. That means the good stuff. FakeMustache.com. Click on the yellow banner at the top. And you, for a small fee, can sign up for a premium account and get access to all my episodes. The old ones, the classics. Remember to go to morestories.libsyn.com also. That's morestories.libsyn, LIBSYN.com. You create an account there. Then you can sign in and unlock the episodes that have been forgotten. Hey, all of you guys who are having trouble downloading the Android app for Mohr Stories, we just made it much easier for you. Apologize for the delay. Go to Google Play right now on your phone and type in Mohr Stories, and you'll get the show right on your phone. Listen to it whenever the heck you want. Love you. Peace, farts.